He'd have to be downstairs. Unless he has like a servant's room or something. Because I do remember... Yeah, he did say that they left around midnight. So at least he's clear. I can't... Emily Hillsborough. You know, oh yeah, I can't enter his room. I'm gonna try to go in my room, because maybe something happened there that I don't know. Oh, I can't even access my room. Okay. Interesting. I can't enter Piaggi's room. So where's Holm at? He's the only person that I haven't investigated.
President George Washington.
It's Washington. I'm gonna talk to Washington some more. You know, everything points that he's trustworthy.
Greetings.
I want to know if I can catch him slipping. I really wish I knew why he was here.
Mr. President, we found a footprint at the scene of the crime.
Not a dress shoe, I hope. That's all I wear.
No, rest assured. It looks like the print of a big ankle boot. A large size, I'd say.
Perfect. That should help you, Louis. It's a clue.
I feel like the game wants me to think it's Peru. But I'm not 100% convinced it is, though. If I can't go anywhere else, I feel like I'm gonna get like... I feel like there's definitely gonna be consequences if I just say it's Peru. Because everyone else is... Their alibis match, except for Peru. And he's the only one that won't talk to me. Man. We'll go to Emily again. And see if she can give me what she did last night.
What can I do for you, Louis?
I'm now interviewing all the guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so that I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Am I given to understand that I'm on the list of suspects?
Yes, you are.
Don't take it the wrong way, but I must consider every possibility.
Well, you absolutely wanted to be sure of my activities that evening. You only had to join me, you know.
I know, don't remind me.
Especially since I couldn't prevent the murder, even though I spent part of the evening with Elizabeth.
You're sure it's not too hard to bear for you?
The fact is, I don't have a choice. But I will find the murderer. I owe that, at least.
I hate having all these missed opportunities.
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my question.
I'm gonna have to claim a culprit. I legit have to claim a culprit right now. Fuck. Alright. I gotta figure something out. So their alibi matches up with Lord Mortimer's. Mortimer. Holm is the only person that was present at the card game. And I can't talk to. The only person. And without talking to him, I can't make a claim. Even though Peru is evident. I mean, he's made me down a lot. I feel like he puts up a hard front, but I wonder if there's a way if Holm is around here and I just missed him. Because that'd be such an essential character to talk to right now. Shoot! I guess I'm gonna have to claim a culprit. I really think I'm gonna have to claim a culprit right now. Shoot!
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I don't like this at all.
I'm listening, Louis.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please, think carefully before you give me your answer.
I know!
This is a very, very serious accusation.
It's one of the there's only one female guest though, that's the thing. Or it's my mother. It could be my mother. That could be the most like logical choice though. Or the most like I guess what's the word I'm looking for? Outrageous choice. Because she could be the smart one that's you know, that set up Peru for having all of the, you know, previous stuff with, oh gosh, I forgot her name already. But, or it could be, I didn't even speak with Volner. Elizabeth Adams herself, huh? That... See, now I'm going through the options, okay, so the options... It's either my mother, Emily Hillsborough, Emily Hillsborough's sister, who... he doesn't know is on the island, to my knowledge. Elizabeth Adams herself, which would be really weird, but would also explain why Peru's footprint was also in the room, and he may have tried to have been sneaking in to her room and like dropped his gun and forgot about it. Or it just could be Peru, and I'm just making this way harder than it needs to be. Cardinal Piage... Why would it be him? I don't think there's anything... Don't look at me! You're looking at me and it's making me very uneasy. Napoleon? I don't think it's Napoleon. Because these two were at least at the game with Mortimer. Until midnight. Which I don't remember...
I'm going to need a bit more time to review my findings about the crime.
I do understand.
This is such a
All the
serious
more
thing.
so as it's crucial not to make any mistakes when it comes to naming the culprit.
Right. Man. Why is Cardinal Piaggi even... Let me see them hands, boy. You got blood in them hands?
What a tragedy, my son. How could such have happened?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything?
He does have a tattoo on his hand.
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit lost. But I don't think he got a very warm welcome.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis. But if I were you, Miss Sarah, I would talk to Monsieur Perrault. You remember how violently he set upon Miss Adams.
I know.
Don't worry, he's on the list of suspects.
So that's all the information he's able to give me. Is that Bonaparte was near Adam's room last night. But he also claimed to be at the game with... I'm gonna try to remember this. He also claimed to be at the card game with those three. I feel like once I find out who is at the card game, I'll know who the culprit is. This decision is gonna have so much implications. Okay. I think it's literally gonna like change the rest of the game. Especially if I get the wrong person.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Okay.
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Gregory Home.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
But Piaget just said that he was in front of, and until midnight confirms with I think it's Washington. No, not Washington. I don't know, but it does confirm with someone else.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
Were you able to recognize the prowler?
Unfortunately not, no. It was dark, and Lord Mortimer was waiting for me. I was not really paying attention anyway.
So that had to have happened before the card game. Why are these locked? Give me some more. He owns a pistol that he graciously let me see.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
I need to speak with
Exactly.
Home.
Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
So, Washington, Mortimer. So he's good. I can't. Can I not? Is there no other way? I wonder if there's a way for me to get to the balconies of some of these rooms. Not here, okay. I didn't miss anything, did I? Okay. And this dude, he's not gonna tell me anything about last night. Let me see. A friend, secret manager of the affairs. Friend of Gregory Home. Von Wollner believes in spiritual alchemy, of which the maternal prima is the human soul. Okay. So he's good. These two are good. Gregory Home. This is the only guy I want to talk to. Just look at his face. It clearly says he could be a serial killer. Unfortunately. Diplomatic. I don't know which Hillsborough. Little Hope. I need to go see your room again. Maybe I missed something. I had to have missed something. It's as simple as that. I had to have missed something. Oh, her room was the first one I saw. I had to have missed something. Something so crucial to this. So if they came upstairs from the salon, her room. Oh, here's Wollner. Von Wollner. Yeah, I haven't been here yet.
This is Cersei.
Okay. How did I miss this room? I'm glad I didn't accuse people just yet. It's royal jelly, okay. Actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, that's fine. Cure. Why not? I got plenty of stuff. It's not like anything crazy.
The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever-obedient servant. So, Volder had a relationship with Elizabeth, but that's surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Okay. Information to know. So I can't search it, okay.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Use your knowledge. Here we go.
If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus named the element called...
Sounds good to me. Second letter. There, what? What was that added to my inventory? I guess not, whatever. Mysterious notes. Wait, mysterious notes? Oh, they're just okay. Nothing too crazy. All right.
The alchemist is a young man.
Well, I can't reach. I need agility. I literally just need 1 point of agility and I can get all this stuff. Oh my gosh.
Signs of the zodiac.
It's so annoying. I wonder if zinc is the same one as the collector coins. Okay.
A fragment of amber.
Fragment of amber. There we
He's
go.
just an old man.
It's got his. Alright, it's good. Von Volner.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed, but I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly.
Wait, what? I thought someone just said he was at
Excuse me for
the
asking.
card game.
Did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found the vercation signed by your hand, Monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure, and has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now.
Yeah.
I get the impression that your roast was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter?
As I
We
say.
both agreed.
There's no way he'd be that upset.
Please, tell me a little more nature of your relationship.
That is a personal matter, monsieur.
Yes, that is true. So, tell me.
All right. It was packed. That's why we couldn't stay together. It scared her.
My dude.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
Shit! Man, this throws a curveball. Alright, so I need the list of Alright. I need the list of people that were at the card game. Alright, I'm gonna go to Napoleon, I'm just heading back. So I can't find home to confirm. I don't know why I trust Napoleon though.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
I know. I just have
Hear
to.
about young Elizabeth?
Indeed.
I just
it
need
is
one
deeply
name.
regrettable.
One name. That's it.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi.
Yes. I know.
I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
With who?
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Oh. This is so hard. I would be a terrible detective.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers.
I'd be a god-awful detective. Fuck. What am I missing? I'm missing a very... Can I speak with Holm? That's... Holm gave me a creepy vibe anyway, so... I feel like I need to speak with him. That's not non-accessible room. That's my room. I can't access the Cardinal Piaggi's room. That door doesn't open. This is Mr. Washington's room. Basically tells me the... He basically tells me that the footprint is... Oh, a good place to start. But Peru is easily the person who could be the easiest framed, if that makes sense. I don't have any etiquette skills. Spoken to her. Shoot, man.
I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Well, I wish I could have my other skills. That way I can investigate you further. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. You know what? Let me see if I can investigate. I have to investigate Elizabeth Adams' room. I have to investigate Elizabeth Adams or Holmes' room. Okay. What have I missed?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been
Yeah, I know this. Okay. So, if 4 a.m.
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
So, if everyone went to bed at midnight. Okay, if everyone went to bed at midnight. Who went to bed at midnight? It was said that okay, so 4 a.m. Okay. Alright. So 4 a.m. is my new...
Has Sam finished with this?
I
Yeah.
know enough now. Thank you.
4 a.m. is the new time.
Return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
So whoever was not in bed, I guess, by 4 a.m. Or they all have been in bed. Man, I don't know. I really want to solve this. I don't want to be wrong. I mean, the most likely option is he said he was tired and went to bed by midnight. The murder happened, so he could have been a suspect. He could easily be a suspect. I think 4 a.m. is just an irrelevant detail. Because I think they were all in bed before then. Which doesn't help the case. He doesn't tell me anything outside of the fact that his boot print was there. He tells me people left around midnight. I think I'm just stuck and I have to go with... I have to go with Peru. I really do. I think that's the only one that... I have a feeling that's what the game wants you to do, though. And I can't investigate home. Shoot, I don't know. It could be my mother, because she's the only one that comes late at night. She hides in the dark, and if everyone's sleeping, or I believe everyone, and they said they were all in bed. There's a detail in this. There has to be a few details I'm missing right now. I wish home was like in an area that I can address them. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna regret this. That's all it's gonna be. I'm gonna end up regretting this. Oh, I'm gonna end up regretting this.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening.
Okay, refresh me what I know.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night.
Obviously.
But Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night.
Late at
As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
So Piaget, Holm, and Lord Mortimer not have done it. Okay. Bonaparte and Washington both left at midnight. They are likely suspects. No mention of Peru, who seems to not really care. And psychologically, it was told that he's acting like the perfect culprit.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before you give me your answer. This is a very, very serious accusation.
The knife, though, that's what's oh my gosh, I can't negate all the details. Large footprint or small. I think the footprint doesn't matter. Because as much as I don't like Peru, he does have a point. Is that the footprint in the blood only shows that someone's boot was there and that his boot was there. That doesn't mean he did anything. Small hand on a knife. It would have to be a female that stabbed her. I don't think it was Volner. Couldn't have been Piaggi or Napoleon. So those two are out. His footprint was there, but that only means he was at the scene of the crime after it happened, if he didn't commit it. But the small hand on the knife points to a female. But I don't have any concrete evidence on what female. Wounds do seem self-inflicted, but she would never stab herself. I don't know where my mother is, but she's just as likely as a suspect as anyone else because I can't speak with her. I'm basically torn between my mother and Peru. Because my mother also had the gun. My head hurts. I think I'm just gonna go with my mother. I'm gonna have to go.
From what I've found out, I believe that my mother is the culprit. Even though I find it hard to accept.
Sarah? But why her?
I found out that there was a long history between Elizabeth and my mother. She had been her personal doctor and had tortured her throughout her childhood.
Ah, and so she could have silenced Elizabeth so the truth wouldn't get out and damage her reputation. Well, it's possible. Have you anything else?
Elizabeth thought that Mother was going to kill her. Difficult to believe in a simple coincidence in light of recent events.
Indeed, it's uncanny. Anything else?
The print left on the knife near the body was left by a slender hand, without a doubt the hand of a woman.
And there aren't many female guests. I see. Anything else, Louis?
I don't think it's sufficient, but
I think that there's more than enough evidence here.
Indeed, it's very worrying. Everything seems to indicate that your mother is responsible for Elizabeth's murder. Given the distinguished guests and the political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me include the case in my own way.
Now that I've examined the question from all sides, maybe you could explain to me why you asked me here, my lord.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She isn't missing, you know.
What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
Make me feel any better, Louis.
that's what I'm saying.
What's the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal, Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial back to properly equip
Good
his
thing I
army.
didn't give him anything.
I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far Yet he told me that you had spoken, and that you hadn't been able to reach an understanding.
Putting it mildly.
Right, because I didn't...
Mr. Bonaparte is one of those guys who only understands people who think like he does.
Ah, I see what you mean. He is indeed rather inflexible when it comes to subjects. But I am still of the opinion that you can manage to get along.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you, sir. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If only my mother trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can
I don't
imagine.
know, I don't...
That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that will explain everything once she reappears.
I don't know how well I trust this guy.
In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
What about her disappearance? What did you speak about together?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the city of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Ah, yes. His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater.
True.
Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the crusade. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades.
This is where
How
my
Richard the
skills
Lion
come in
and Philip
handy.
Augustus had to battle it to achieve their ends. And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Mother is a very well-read. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then,
Interesting.
before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision of Worf, it was actually happening inside her. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with.
Right.
I need
And now that I just accused her of a murder.
See things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more that went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave an explanation until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime...
Who's the last guest?
Someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, at the end of this, there's going to be like a big, you failed.
The room was just opposite Mortimer's study.
Just opposite. Or the tower room. Alright, well, it's just opposite. It's probably that one door that I couldn't open. So now I also found out that she shot Emily Hillsborough. Or no, Emma Hillsborough. Who's Emily's twin sister. And that I also found out that Mortimer knows about her twin sister. So I remember I was sworn that I shouldn't say anything. That was directly on the other side. Yeah, she's... Oh, it must be here. Nope. I guess not. Okay. Weird. Washington, so I just accused my mother, which shouldn't affect the guess. Hopefully. Alright, where's this tower room at? I'm lost. I'm so lost. This place isn't even that big enough. I literally just did. Okay. Oh, it's literally just right across the corridor. Oh, man. Give me that. Yeah, search for those. I still have to enter in my room to get that door.
Saint the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ. Converts. It's the best known conversion in Christianity, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved. And even become his greatest apostles after finding faith.
That's fair
From what
enough.
I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an order, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and
I guess it's just gonna keep saying that.
Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
That's fine. Alright, well. Let's keep on searching.
What is this disc?
Disc? Observe it.
That reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
Well, I guess just take it then. Ain't nothing else I can do. I take it and see what happens.
Dante's paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays. There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my writing. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here.
Trust in the...
Who could it be?
With the sword. Napoleon.
Would she be suspicious of? I must find a part. Faith, Lord. I recognize your love of riddles there.
Find a safer way to communicate. He's onto us. Trust in my faith in this man with a sword. Royal jelly. I'm gonna use that royal jelly.
Great, honey.
There we go.
They're burnt papers.
Oh, I guess it's the same thing. Okay.
There's a legible fragment left.
Yeah.
I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safer
I
way to
know.
communicate. Someone is onto us. In my faith in the man with the sword, so Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize your love of riddles there.
Alright, I guess we'll have to enter in the next room.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
That's odd. Well, yeah, open it. If you can.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Oh, just pick the lock, dog. Yeah, that's why I got these skill sets.
It's open.
Ain't no need to use the disc. I'm magical with the block picking.